this video, we're going to look at the top 5 challenges in maintaining a management system. Keep watching. Towards the end, we'll give you our number 1 strategy for mitigating these kind of challenges. Let's jump into today's topic. So, key issue number 1 is a loss of knowledge. We have a site where quality manager moves on, and really at a site level, people have very limited idea about the quality management processes or where we're meant to inspect, check and test things. Number 2, and it's one that happens, it's a realistic issue in many businesses, is where we have multiple sites that we're trying to maintain a system across, and if we're honest, there's different operational priorities at those sites where perhaps the operational or production managers, they've got a valid point. They know at the end of the day they're probably hired and fired on production output. They might have something relating to compliance in their position description, but it's not always the top priority, and trying to keep the momentum up at a site level when we've got multiple sites and those different operational priorities is a major challenge. Number 3 is, yes, if we've had a management system for quite some time, is that there can start to, across our different sites, there can start to be inconsistencies in our processes that creep in. We've got a critical process, a recall process in food safety, or perhaps a document and data backup process, something like that, where at different sites they start to take slightly different approaches, and now we've got an inconsistent approach as an organisation. Probably the counterpoint to that is we see situations where multiple processes for essentially the same thing build up. Corrective action process, sites develop their own version, and other sites develop their own version because an auditor pointed something out, and all of a sudden as an organisation, and we've seen this a number of times, we've literally got 3, 4, 5 procedures and processes for exactly the same thing, all about dealing with corrective action. Number 4 is an interesting one. It's something ISO really emphasises and focuses on, is top management support. Now what we see is during the implementation stage, when we're designing and developing a management system, often the top management support's a lot better. The management are aware of the project, they're being required to buy in and resource the project, and they're a lot more active in reviewing how the project is progressing because we've got that end goal, we want to be certified. But after that point, there's challenges in maintaining that top management commitment as we start to move into 2, 3, 4, 5 years of having this management system where, top management on a day-to-day basis are not as involved as they should be. Some of those differing operational priorities are starting to take over, and there's no top management support to make sure compliance and customer focus is maintained at top of mind and is being delivered on a daily basis. The last one, and it really relates to point number 4 as well, it's just a lack of resources for compliance. We do see that where organisations have got multiple sites, the compliance team have got a lot of tasks they've got to deliver coming out of regulations or customer requirements or ISO standards, a lot of recurrent events they've got to do on an annual basis. It's a big workload. Top management not really understanding that workload. They think it's just, we've got a quality officer maintaining the quality system, for example, without really understanding the full breadth of or scope of work involved in maintaining that on an annual basis. As our key tip today, number 1 tip, and we work with this on new customers all the time, is to say, be aware of these issues. Even start to educate your management team that, once we get into the maintaining a system phase, here are the challenges, and start to, even when you're back designing your system, start to think about strategies then and there. Let's take the example of loss of knowledge. Well, let's start to design and plan a system that has got inbuilt strategies to try and mitigate that risk in the maintenance phase as best we can. You don't really want a system that falls over when one key person leaves. You've got to design around that. Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying our content, we really encourage you to subscribe. There's a lot of content there to help you on your journey to certification. Thanks for watching.